Welcome back to Raptors Today. Randy Urban alongside Warren Ward and Sherman Hamilton, two guys that have had great careers. We'll get into that in a little bit, but first let's talk about the bright spots of the Raptors' loss to the Miami Heat. Pascal Siakam was super efficient, and OG Anunoby, I thought, had perhaps his best game this season as a Raptor. What do you think, Warren?
I thought both of them had great offensive nights. I think, you look at Pascal, he's shooting 20% on the season. From three, he only took one, which I liked. It just means he's attacking and he's getting to the rim. He's playing in the mid-range spot, which I liked. And then OG showed that, I've never seen OG really, he's not really like a rhythm type of player where he's kind of almost robotic in his movements. But yesterday he was finishing at the rim and again attacking downhill, not settling for jump shots, taking the rookie on Miami off the dribble and attacking the rim. And I thought he did well in his minutes. Overall, he saw the game well. You look at the numbers, the steals and blocks. I think he's good at that. But offensively, he's showing his capability to be an all-around player with 6 assists, 8 rebounds, and 23 points.
The 6 assists stands out for me.
That's the best part of it. He saw the floor well, and I feel like the same thing with Scotty. Things are becoming more. This is not new anymore. Mm-hmm. He's seen a lot, and he knows how to play. Mm-hmm. And I think now he's yesterday especially he showed that.
Yeah, and you think about OG in a situation where, other guys just weren't clicking offensively. Yeah. You had Pascal going at a high level, but who else really had it going? And I think that's what OG can provide. And, it's one of those things where you want the big three, Scotty, Pascal, and say OG to have great games at once and see how that looks. But I'm not surprised when OG scores a basketball. He can score the ball.
I think he can leads shoot the ball. NBA in corner threes.
Yeah, he can shoot the ball. We know that. So when I see numbers like that, I'm like, well, we should be used to it. However, with the way this team is playing, if Scotty and Pascal are going, now it becomes tough for the third guy to score like that. But the great thing about that board and what OG did was he didn't just score. And he's the kind of player that can rebound, can assist defensively. He'll stay active. And to me, that's the beauty of having that piece on your roster who – you might not give him a lot of shots every night, but when he gets going, he can produce numbers like that.
Mm-hmm. What is a good number of threes you think Pascal should be taking? Because I honestly don't think the 19-20% from three is representative of his actual skill set from that distance.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. I think he averages around 3 or 4 a game.
Yeah.
But we've seen games where he's gone 0 for 4, 0 for 3, 0 for 5. I think he should be taking at least 3 a game. Mm-hmm. But it also goes to show that he's recognized that maybe that's not working right now. So I will go ahead and attack downhill and play in the mid-range. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where a lot of the great scorers in the NBA, that's where they do their damage from. KD, Devin Booker, you go down the list. Mm-hmm. Mid-range is where you're actually efficient because no team's going to let you go to the rim. And if you're a really good shooter, they're probably going to run you off the line. So, that's in between, and I think he's living there, and I think he's doing a good job again to his spots.
Yeah, if he's giving me numbers like that, 11 free throw attempts, 9 of 13, I don't care about the three-point shot. Right. It will come, and it'll become more of a weapon. However, I feel like Pascal, to me, was never really a three-point shooter. Could he make the three? Absolutely. There's no doubt. He's got an all-around skill set. But he's never relied on the three-point shot to set his game up. So he was always kind of that gazelle, that downhill guy using his quickness and his angles and his kind of angular attacks in terms of getting to the basket. So the three-point shot to me is something that becomes a conversation because it's a conversation. Mm-hmm. If Pascal's playing this kind of basketball, going downhill, those type of free throws, I'm good.
It's a conversation because it's a conversation.
That's it.
Speaking of conversations, we had a great off-camera conversation, and we were talking about stats. And Sherm, you had some pretty solid stats. You shot the ball well. 40. I think your best year was in the Bundesliga. 43% from the field or from three. Do you remember that?
I think that's what the stats said.
That said,
whatever.
How did it? How did your career end?
I had an injury, as many of us have, and Warren knows about that. And it shuts you down, and you keep it moving.
How many surgeries have you had?
I've had 2.
And what were they?
Too many.
Too many. What were they?
I had back surgery and I've had ankle surgery.
Ooh, and you couldn't recover.
Well, I recovered from the back surgery.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago while I was in college.
Good core.
Yeah, Mike. That's why my core is tight. And the ankle is a tougher one later on in life.
So is there ever a path forward playing basketball again when you have an ankle surgery like that, or was
sure,
it just, yeah.
Of course, I'm sure people have come back. I mean, you look at a guy like Grant Hill, who to me would have been,
oh boy, yeah,
this guy would have been off the charts in terms of all-time NBA player in my estimation, because he was a walking triple-double potential every night, and his ankle completely derailed the stardom that he was ascending to. So, I mean, some people can come back, some people can't, you know, and I just wasn't able to come back from it.
You had 2 surgeries.
He had 1,600.
This guy.
I have 4.
Tell
three
us,
majors.
What were they?
Right ACL in 2012, left Achilles in 2015, and then finally, the day I was getting bought out of my contract in Spain, left ACL. Yeah, left ACL.
You've had both ACLs done.
I've had both ACLs done, and then I walked off the court 3 minutes before halftime, January 28th, 2018, and I never played again.
And did you know that was the last time you were going to play basketball?
I told myself after this one, if I had 3 major surgeries, I would never touch a ball again, and I've kept my promise.
What was the worst one to come back
Achilles,
from?
by far.
Really?
By far. It's
Not
like your
for
gas
Aaron
pedal.
Rodgers.
Not for Aaron Rodgers, no.
I don't know what
he might
he's
be using
taking.
stem cells or whatever. You might have seen LeBron's or Kobe's guys or whoever.
He's having limb regeneration
right, something.
pills or something.
Yeah, no, Achilles by far was the worst.
Yeah.
Just like mentally.
What was the 4th surgery? Because you had
ulnar collateral thumb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Randy, how'd your career end?
Why is that even funny? I don't know.
No, it's funny. Laugh. Don't stop laughing.
I also tore my ACL.
Did you actually?
Yeah, my left knee jump stop, boom, went out.
Oh wow.
While you were playing in a game?
Yeah, in a.
Why do you have to ask?
I'm asking,
have
when
to
did it
ask?
happen?
No, I was just walking down the street, holding hands.
That's possible. Who? Like,
I did. Yeah, I jump stop in the lane and
and that was it?
and then I went back in the game.
What?
Yeah.
You tore your ACL and played again?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boy,
went back
yeah,
in the game
you
because
something
you're so hyped up on adrenaline.
I was not hyped up. I walked off the court and I said, "That's it. I'm done."
I walked and then I started dribbling left and I literally just fell down, like my
because
butt.
nothing's attached.
There's nothing there. I fell down.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. And I went in and I saw the doctor the next morning. I limped home and I saw the doctor the next morning. And he didn't even have to. He just went like, I don't know. He kind of looked at it and did like one thing with his hand. He's like, yeah, your ACL's torn right through. So it was bad.
Your adrenaline wore off after that.
I'd have
after you
3
fell down,
surgeries.
huh?
Still shot 84 or 86% from the free throw line and 50% from 3. In how many minutes?
I don't know. Was it double digit?
I don't know.
Was it?
I don't think so. It might have been 10 minutes
I'm not
a
sure
game.
what we're talking about.